Well, welcome back. I'm here with Erin Pearson and Amy Neiman. Erin, you are the Executive Vice President for CenterSphere, and Amy, you are the Omaha Area Director. Is that correct?
Correct.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
So CenterSphere, the network, has been around for how long?
About 9 years.
Okay.
So it was started with just a few folks, and now we've grown to 800 members in Omaha, around 50 chapters. So there's a lot of potential for growth, and we see that, over 9 years to grow that fast.
Yeah. Is it 50 chapters in Omaha? Or
In Omaha.
Okay.
Yes, but we have nine markets total.
Okay.
So we're outside of Nebraska and Iowa, and Erin can speak to that a little bit. But that's kind of the exciting part, to see the growth of what Omaha has done, something here locally.
Because it's started here, right? So this is like the headquarters.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
We started in 2010. It was a group of 4 individuals here, one of which is still, one of the founders is still our CEO, Brett Boyer, who's still very heavily involved in the mission of CenterSphere, which is great. Like Amy said, we've spread out throughout the Midwest, even reaching as far east as the New York City area and as far west as Phoenix. So we really just feel that, everyone is interested in building relationships with people that then ultimately feed their businesses. So.
Well, yeah, let's just talk about like the core, the foundation and the mission of CenterSphere. What is that? And obviously there's a need because it's grown so much.
Yes, yes. We are a people business. We put most of our emphasis in really building real, authentic relationships with people, knowing then that business will eventually come, but really just pouring into others, giving as much as we can to them, and not focusing on really what serves you as much.
Right.
So it's different than what's existed in traditional networking organizations in the past. I think that's what people love about it. It's a refreshing take on it. It takes kind of the scariness out of it. A lot of people are really scared to network, and so it just really gives them a safe place to play.
Yeah, and I just want to mention, because we have our annual big event every year. I think this was the 15th annual, I believe, or the 13th annual, and we've recently just started acknowledging a group such as yours, and you guys received the Community Impact Award.
We did.
At the event that we had just
Very humbled for
Yes.
that.
Yeah, this past January, and the more I got to learn about what CenterSphere was about and how you're contributing to the community, what that means to businesses, and also I want to add the nonprofit piece to it as well, because typically now there are so many more nonprofits than there were involved in it, or in each chapter. That's just amazing, and that just helps make stronger communities. So maybe speak to that a little bit.
Absolutely. I'll throw this to Amy here in a second, but it really is about our members just rising up and supporting these nonprofits. It's the heart of what we love to do at CenterSphere, is working with these nonprofits, and a lot of them are really local ones where our members can make such a huge impact with them. But I'll let Amy kind of speak to the numbers and involvement with the nonprofits.
So a couple of years ago, we had 2 nonprofits represented, local nonprofits, in our 50 chapters. Now we have 32, and we would like one in each chapter. We would love that. Now, the great part about being a part of the network, they can go to if they're in a weekly meeting, they can go to any other chapter meeting and be a guest or present, and typically they're not overlapping with any other type of nonprofit. So, I mean, they have an opportunity locally here, or if they're regional, they can go to Des Moines or Chicago or somewhere like that and go to a chapter meeting and present if they're doing, conferences in those areas and things like that. So, I mean, the scope is pretty huge, and the fact that we raised over $100,000 here locally last year is a huge number, especially for the smaller groups that, $1,000 means a lot more than, for some of the bigger ones too. And we support larger organizations as well too, but some of the different events that we have is more focused on the local. Yeah.
To me, I just think that's so amazing, and that just speaks so highly of the networking. The group, the organization in general is just bringing in those nonprofits and people also from the business community wanting to support them. I mean, I think that's big. When I started back in 1990, there wasn't that business nonprofit connection that you see now, and being able to have an organization that really helps bring those two together is huge.
Yeah,
so
we love it.
And Omaha, I think there's something special about Omaha when it comes to the nonprofits and the support that they receive. And so if anything, we are giving, these businesses a platform to reach these nonprofits and even just learn about them and have them create that awareness.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit, what kind of events do you hold? I mean, if people are going to be a part of a chapter, because I think you have like specific chapter events, but then you have bigger events and invite all the chapters in. But what do those events look like?
Well, you can keep as busy as you want if you're part of Center Sphere.
That's true.
And you can come as a guest a couple of times, and we encourage anybody to come as a guest and check us out and make sure it's going to be a good fit for you. You can be a member of a weekly meeting, so you meet either in the morning, over lunch, at the end of the day, kind of all over town, so kind of what's convenient for you. Or you can be an independent member. You get all the perks of membership, except for you don't have to go to the weekly meetings, but you can go to all 50 chapters. So if you have a niche market, you can go and present or be a guest at all these, 50 chapters.
I think that's what I signed up for.
You did? Okay, good.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
So,
that's awesome. But we have monthly trainings where we help people maximize their membership. We host Q&A sessions for guests that are non-members. We also do leadership training, free leadership training. So we do 4-week courses, or we do monthly trainings for kind of the whole network to participate in. We just had a huge bowling tournament with Westo Chamber and Millard Business Association out at the Mark. It was huge. We had all the lanes filled. Center Sphere won the trophy again, so that was awesome. We do an annual golf outing, which we support a local nonprofit for that. Last year we raised over $14,000 for the local nonprofit. And
what was the local nonprofit?
It was Grief's Journey last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Rebecca, I love that.
They're a great organization.
And we also do, Coffee and Connections. And then a monthly social hour. Tonight we're going to be at Dillon Brothers, Harley Davidson.
Okay.
We're expecting 80 to 100 people. It'll be a nice social event between 4 and 6, some giveaways and all that good stuff. Yeah, it'll be fun.
But again, I just see the value of people being involved in what you do and really connecting with other businesses and nonprofits and in just a different way. I mean, networking has it's just a different thing when I was doing it back. I'm 52, so about 20 years ago, networking was really kind of just getting together and having some drinks, and you weren't really networking about anything. You're just getting together and hanging out. And now it really is
really evolved.
It's evolved, and I think the whole nonprofit piece too of communities and giving back to your community through your business. I see that being really important to what Center Sphere does. So how can people get involved in our last few minutes?
Gosh, they can go to our website, centersphere.com, and you can apply to just come as a guest, or if you wanted to be a member, there's a lot of information there. They can also email me as the area director. Very easy to remember, Amy, AMY, @centersphere.com, and I respond to all the inquiries and get back to them with a personal phone call. So they have that personal touch, and I also invite them to some events, and I say, the ones that I'm going to be at, and I'll be here to introduce you to folks.
Right.
So they, like she said, networking is not easy for everybody to do, so getting them out there and making them feel comfortable, and that's my job. So I really enjoy doing that and helping people kind of brave the path and that kind of thing. Yeah.
We really encourage people to come out and just experience it. We can tell people about it all day long, but until they feel the difference, feel the warmth, and just the energy that's created at these events by our members, it really is something to experience. So we invite them to come.
All right, so website one more time.
Centersphere.com.
Okay, and I know you guys are on Facebook because I follow you on Facebook, and
Facebook.
Also as a member, I know I get really awesome emails from Brett about all different kinds of topics. I mean, it's just a really great way to just stay plugged into the community and connect with others. So
well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Amy, Aaron, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and we will be right back.